of us have made sexual choices while under the influence that we definitely would not have made if we were sober. That's why our program works and why we're successful, because we talk to people, we don't talk at them. We want to start off by breaking barriers and stretching our comfort zones so that we can feel comfortable talking about it. You know, we are their peers, you know, and we're so, I mean, we don't hide anything. We don't for a minute pretend that we're perfect and pretend that, you know, we know all. We just, you know, let it all hang out.
Our program's called Let's Talk About It. When we say it, what do you think of? Thank you. We got some smart ones. Sex, you know, doing it, hitting it, working it, stroking it.
Whatever you choose to call the genitalia, if that's the object used for penetration in a sexual assault incident, it will be defined as a weapon in the court of law. Now, the definition for date rape or acquaintance rape, which is a lot of what we'll talk to you guys about tonight, is exactly the same with only one exception. The perpetrator is someone known to the victim.
Kelly and I do not believe that sexual assault and sexual violence is a man against woman issue. That's so important because in so many environments like this, we're made to feel that it's us against them. And Kelly and I want to throw that out right away. That's not what we think.
So you take the pictures and Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome, you can't wait to get them developed. You get back to campus and you're passing them on to your sorority sisters or fraternity brothers that could not be there. And you get to Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome, and he all of a sudden turned into Mr. Short, Fat, and oh so furry. Or even worse, she turned into oh so furry. Oh yeah.
Let's Talk About It is a story about friendship, a story about college and sex and the best years of our lives. But like I told you in the beginning, this is also a story about rape.
So Saturday night we went out to my favorite beach bar. There was an awesome band playing, drinks were flowing, we were dancing in the sand. It was one of those nights that you kind of look back and you just say, man, that was such an awesome time that night. And then about 1:45, the bar was getting ready to close, and that's the time where things started to get really, really fuzzy. I don't really remember much from that point on. And I'm not sure if it's because my alcohol affected my ability to remember, if my mind is protecting me from remembering what happened, if I was so drunk that I passed out, or if I was drugged by someone at the bar or by him. And then the next day, I woke up from the most horrific nightmare I've ever had. I woke up sweating so bad that my pajamas were drenched. I could have wrung them out. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, and I was crying uncontrollably. And again, the only thing that I could remember was I felt trapped, like something or someone was on top of me and I couldn't get out. I don't know how many of you have ever had to go and purchase a pregnancy test, but here I was getting ready to buy a pregnancy test, did not remember having sex at all. So this means whether we've been drinking or not, if the person that you're sexually involved with has been, you can be held accountable. If consent is given while under the influence, it may not hold up in the court of law.
That's what's scary and that's what's so awesome about college communities, is you all are connected. You have something in common. Even by just being affiliated with Elon, there's a respect and a comfort and a pride that comes with that. However, there's also a risk. And you have to take ownership of your personal safety. Now, as college students, you have an incredible opportunity to enrich yourselves mind, body, and soul in and out of the classroom daily. But I'd be lying to y'all if I didn't tell you that you're all at the greatest risk for sexual assault. The best way to help reduce and prevent assault on campus is to make small lifestyle changes. Unfortunately, to express this, I'm going to have to sell some of my sisters out here for a minute. I apologize, but it's for the good of the cause and preventing sexual assault. Because before we go out, you know, I mean, if you guys go out on Wednesdays or Thursday nights, wherever the bars are that you guys like to hit, and you're in the shower, there's a moment. There's a moment that we all experience, and it's the to shave or not to shave moment. It's true. Work together to create solutions. You all have the power. If you don't believe me, ask your administration. They care what you think. We are here because they not only believe in you and they care about your safety, but they know that each of you can do a great job of protecting one another.
I do wake up every day asking, why is it still happening? Why is it happening in your community? And what are we going to do about it? Life is best if lived without fear, but with awareness. And that means in any situation. Whether it's failing a test and realizing, you know, if I would have went to class a little more often, I may have passed that test.
Right.
Ending a relationship that we probably should not have been in the first place, or sex. We need to feel comfortable talking about it.
Change the paradigm, change the situation, and we can avoid sexual assault. We're not asking you to completely change your lives. We're not asking you not to have sex if you choose to, and we're not telling you not to drink. Just own yourselves and your safety, because if you accept the things you cannot change, acknowledge what you will do differently going forward, and choose to admire those who do so and admire yourself. The coolest part of my job is I get to see every night why I have the greatest best friend in the world, that she chooses to share with you the most intimate and frightening thing she's ever been through, because she believes that every single one of you has the power to make a difference and deserves to be safe and protected.
You have the power to help make your campus a safer place.
And what you do with that power is up to you.